Target 11 uncovers millions of taxpayer dollars spent to maintain these aging structures. At one point, Pennsylvania had 1,500 covered bridges. Today, the number has dwindled to 215.
Investigator Rick Earl crunched the numbers and the repair bill and asked, is this why we're broke? Rick's in the studio with us now to tell us what he found. Rick?
Well, Peggy, no question they are a sight to see, beautiful to look at. But should your tax dollars be footing the bill to preserve this part of our past? Or should they be replaced with more efficient, longer-lasting structures? 30 covered bridges in Greene and Washington counties.
Everybody that comes to visit us from out of town is excited to see them.
Have lured visitors for decades.
I've noticed a lot of people with weddings come out here.
But many are starting to show their age. The cost to maintain them adding up. Target 11 discovered that you are paying for it. $500,000 federal tax dollars went for improvements to the Shriver Bridge in Greene County last year. And the Cox Farm Bridge will get $650,000 this year. Is it worth it, or do you think it's a waste of your tax dollars?
Historically, it's worth it, but I don't think it's worth that much. No way near that much.
If we're going to sink our money into something, let's sink it into something that's been around a long time.
Target 11 uncovered the federal government handed out nearly $10 million tax dollars for 22 covered bridge projects in 11 states this year. And it's not just federal funds. Counties across the state get a percentage of the gas tax for road and bridge maintenance. In Washington County, some of that money goes for covered bridges.
Well, while our government is in deep debt, Pennsylvania families are struggling. We really need our legislators to be covering our backs, not bridges.
It's not a lot of money, but it enhances the entire experience and is growing this economy, growing this tourism economy in Western PA.
Right. Congressman Mark Kritz helped to secure federal funding to repair the covered bridges in Greene County. He says it's money well spent.
This is a big package of what heritage and tourism is doing in Pennsylvania. It's the second biggest industry in Pennsylvania now.
Part of that is the annual Bridge Festival, now in its 42nd year, that attracts more than 100,000 visitors.
Our local folk here are passionate about the bridges. They drive over them every day. I mean, they're part of their life.
But critics contend that funds to preserve covered bridges should come from private donations or local tax dollars, not federal or state funds.
Covered bridges are great things to look at. They're also great parts of our transportation heritage. The problem is we may not have a heritage as a country worth looking forward to if we don't get control of federal spending and our national debt.
Now, critics also point out that many of the covered bridges getting these federal funds carry very little vehicle traffic, and some are actually only for pedestrians. Supporters say it's part of our past worth preserving. Rick Earl, Channel 11 News.
Do you have an idea about why we're broke? You can email Rick at target11@WPXI.com. You can also reach him through Facebook and Twitter.